I'm an online health coach.
I am a competitive bodybuilder. I am also a personal trainer.
Basically, over the years of me doing these things, I've learned from myself and through other people.
I've learned some very important things that I believe are the fundamentals, the basics to fitness. Whether you are just starting out, you're trying to get back into the swing of things after having a period of time off.
There are 4 main things that I believe you need to be doing
to ensure success and to actually follow through with the goal that you have in front of yourself, whether it's your first time around or it's your second, third, fourth, fifth time around.
First up is my 3 S's.
Small, slow, steady.
Now there's no need to unnecessarily complicate things.
This audio is terrible. I think that should be better. Small is pretty self-explanatory. You need to start off by just doing a small amount. 10 to 15 minutes, 1 to 3 times a week, whatever it is, but don't go over that. Because if you just go balls to the wall very early on, you're just gonna smash straight into that wall head first and just feel like shit and give up on your goals completely and never wanna work out again. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be literally just a gym like this. Just get in, move for 10, 15 minutes. That's all you need to do. Don't make it harder than it is. Slow and steady also speaks for itself, because if you're going too quick, too fast, you're just gonna feel like shit and hit a wall. So we wanna make small, consistent changes that you can maintain for your life, for the rest of your life. It's about making lifestyle changes and habit changes, because if we can stay consistent with the things that you're doing, just gradually progress to where you want to be, then you're going to be able to maintain it for the rest of your life and not just do it for a little bit, then stop doing it because you feel like shit, and then you feel horrible about yourself because you didn't hit your goals, and you go on complaining saying you can't lose weight, can't get fit because your body just doesn't like it, or you got all these different syndromes and all these different things. Just make small, slow and steady changes and progress to your lifestyle.
Now this one might seem pretty self-explanatory. Basically, we want to be tracking the progress, both physical with the scales and then appearance with check-in photos of any sort.
When we are tracking, we want to eliminate as many variables as we possibly can. So we want to create the exact same environment day in, day out. So do it first thing in the morning after you've gone to the toilet and before you've drank any water. Try and wear the exact same amount of clothing, if any, and use the exact same set of scales on the exact same point on the floor. Please be aware though, if you had a lot of salt the night before, or if you're a female and it's your time, the scales won't be as accurate. There are 3 things you want to do with your photos. First thing is the exact same time of day. Secondly, you want to have the exact same lighting in every single photo. So bathroom is the easiest because you can make it completely dark and just have the down lights. Thirdly is a pose. We want to have 3 simple shots. We want to go front, side, and back. They can just be completely relaxed, or they can be more posed if you're going to be doing some sort of competing.
But you just want to have those 3 points so you can reference them in the future. There are 6 main movements that you need to be covering when you are working out. There's a 7th one that's cherry on top, but you need to cover all 6 movement patterns to make consistent and balanced progress. Don't forget to also stay hydrated, because that's very important as well. And so sleep. First, we've got upper body. Basically, break these up into horizontal and vertical. Nice and simple. Across all of these, it doesn't matter what one you choose, as long as you're doing something to do with that movement pattern, that's the most important thing. Horizontal pull, basically any sort of row variation that you can think of. Horizontal push is just things like your bench press and nothing to do with chest pressing. Vertical pull are things like your lat pull down, your pull-ups. Vertical push are things to do with your shoulder pressing movements. And then we move on to the legs, which you've got 2 main things with your legs. You got a squat movement pattern, obviously squat, lunges, we want to get a bit of single leg activity as well. And then you got your hinges, basically any sort of hamstring donor movement like your deadlift movement patterns. And last is a cherry on top movement pattern. It's a bridge. Ideally, you're going to be doing some sort of hip thrust movement pattern, so it's going to strengthen up your glutes. So do it, don't skip out on it. And now it's one that everyone's been waiting for, which is supplements and nutrition and what you need to be doing with them. Supplementation is exactly what it sounds like. They are designed to supplement a healthy diet. So you should be getting your diet on track first, but if you're dead set on using supplements at the start, then protein and also creatine are the ones that you probably should look at. They are the most scientifically and research-based products that you can take in order to help improve on your performance. So if you're dead set on using supplements, they're the main 2, and you can go from there, I guess. Nutrition is also very similar to my approach with every other thing that I've spoken about today. We want to start basic and easy. The easiest way that I have found to start people off is by just hitting a protein goal. Basically, we need protein in order to just recover and build muscle mass up. So if we are under eating that, it's just sort of neglecting a lot of our progress, and you're not going to make it as consistently. You're going to be quite sore, and it's going to be hard to recover, just lots of bad things. So if you can just start out by just trying to hit a protein goal, it's going to depend on whether you're male or female, how old you are, your activity level. It's going to depend on a lot of different variables. But if you can just start off by hitting these targets, it's gonna go a very, very long way. And then after like 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, however many weeks, and you feel like it's ready to take the next step, you can start to look at your carbs and your fats. But just starting off by hitting protein is the most important thing, because nearly everyone undereats it. So if we just try and hit that, it's gonna go a long way, okay? Just trust me on that.
One of us gotta save the